I'm just asking you, is that something that you would do to honor your oath, to stand beside the people and protect their
I'm just
rights?
here to do a police investigation.
Absolutely. When I'm conducting a criminal investigation, it is 100% under the threat of arrest.
Cameras rolling, tension rising. In the next 2 minutes, you will see a routine library visit explode into a constitutional showdown, a citizen demanding rights, an officer insisting on an investigation, and the first spark that lights everything up. Watch closely, tone, posture, and the first challenge will tell you who's trying to control the story.
What's that?
Your badge number and your name?
My badge number is 102542. My name is Austin. Right there.
Do you know why I come here to peacefully come in here and take pictures and that's it? And they're making a big deal out about it?
I have no idea why you're here.
You don't know why they called you over here? Okay.
We get called by them, not by you.
Okay. Well, this is why they
just
called
checking out
you.
some paperwork to see if you were served an order of protection not to be here. That's what it is.
Yeah, but how are they going to serve something to me that they don't even know who I am or my name? And this is a public building.
Sure.
I didn't commit a crime or
That's
anything.
them, right? I don't know.
But just out of curiosity,
What's that?
if you took an oath to uphold people's rights, it would almost be, in my eyes, that you would be standing here next to me letting them know, hey, I've taken an oath to the Constitution and these guys are just exercising their rights. I'm here to defend those rights for these gentlemen that are here peaceably assembling.
I don't know you, and I don't know her.
Sure. But
Just
I'm
because
just
you
saying,
say that doesn't mean I have to do what you're telling me to do.
well, I'm not,
So that's why we have to do a police investigation.
Gotcha.
So we have to talk to them.
Mhm.
We'll talk to you.
but
right.
I mean, is that something that you would be willing to do if you found out somebody was just
No, I don't have to
peacefully-
do what you say.
I'm not saying that you have to do what I
No.
say. I'm just asking you, is that something that you would do to honor your oath, to stand beside the people and protect their
I'm just here to
rights?
do a police investigation. That's
Really?
it. Yep. That's it.
You're not there to uphold
Nope,
rights?
I'm not
or
here to
nothing?
answer your questions. I'm here to do a police investigation. Okay?
Fair enough.
So what's the investigation about? About serving
About
papers?
trespassing.
We were never.
Okay, we're going to figure that out.
Okay.
So let's do that first. That's why it's called a police investigation. We have to talk to them. We'll talk to you.
No problem. Thank you, man.
Out of curiosity and trespassing, what are the reasons that they could trespass somebody from a public space?
Without
I mean,
committing.
if you're here doing the investigation, you should be able to, because it's different than
Well,
a
they can say it to you verbally.
but if you're not creating a disturbance.
The clip opens with an immediate challenge, the subject calling the officer to account for his oath while calmly filming. The officer frames his role as a police investigation, repeatedly narrowing the encounter to procedure. That contrast, moral claim versus procedural anchor, sets the tone. One side insists on rights, the other insists on authority. Tiny verbal cues, short, clipped answers from the officer, prolonged, rhetorical questions from the subject, already show an asymmetric battle for narrative control.
How is that on
In a
public
public
That's
building.
their choice.
In a
Not
public
our
building.
choice. That's their choice. Well, hold on. If you want me to explain, you
No,
can't
I didn't
interrupt,
say
right?
anything.
So it's their choice, not my choice. Okay, so a representative from there can say you can be trespassed from this property, and or they can serve you a order of protection.
Well, they can't trespass you from a public
Why?
space. Because we weren't doing anything.
We didn't commit a crime.
It doesn't matter. Just
Sure
because
it
you don't
does.
commit a crime or anything doesn't mean I can't trespass you or they
Absolutely.
can't
So
trespass
if I go in there and
you.
blow
No,
my
you tell me in the
nose,
law where it says that.
you tell me where.
No. You're asking me. You tell me in the law where it says that.
It doesn't say that anywhere. That
So
you
show
can
me.
trespass somebody from a public space.
Show me.
Well, no need to get aggressive.
I'm not getting aggressive.
It
I'm
seems
saying
like
show
it.
me.
No, what I'm saying is you can't trespass somebody from a public space
Why?
unless they're creating a disturbance.
Why?
It's a public.
Because
It's
it's a
public.
public space and it's open to the people. Everybody to share the library
But
equally.
I'm asking you, why can't you do that?
Because they have no right to. They don't have the
So
authority.
you're telling me that a person that works at this facility, that
this
is
public facility.
It's public,
it's a
though.
public
Yeah.
facility, that doesn't mean you can't be trespassed.
Well, no, if you created a disturbance
Sure.
or
It
you were
doesn't
making
mean
noise,
You don't have to create a disturbance to be trespassed.
from a public space, you do.
You do not.
Absolutely.
You don't.
Why would you say that?
Why would I say that? Because it doesn't say it in the law.
That would mean that the cops could just come rip out people that they didn't like, or somebody said,
if
I don't
somebody
like.
says from that facility that they don't want you in there for any reason, they can do that.
So if
We
I was
didn't
wearing a
understand
green
that.
shirt and they said, I don't like the guy wearing a green shirt, I want you
If
to
that's the
trespass
reason
him.
why, we could ask you civilly. We could ask you and say, "Hey."
But you think
can
that
leave the
that
property.
would be appropriate to, if
Sure.
they said, we
Sure.
don't like this guy wearing a green shirt, we want him trespassed. You
It
would
doesn't
come in
matter
and
what I
trespass-
believe in.
Well, you're saying, well, you're
It
the
doesn't
one.
but what I'm saying.
You're the one enforcing
but listen,
the laws, so
right.
that's what
But
I'm
it
saying.
doesn't matter what I believe in or my opinion. It matters to when somebody
it's the
calls.
law.
No, stop. It matters what they say and they ask. So if someone calls 911 and says, "Hey, We have a guy here trespassing on the property. Doesn't matter what color shirt.
Yeah, but there's no trespassing in a public space.
That's why we have to do an investigation,
Sure.
right?
Yeah, but that's
so
what I'm saying.
are you going to allow us to do the investigation so we can tell you whether or not you've been trespassing?
Well, I haven't stopped you from doing anything.
Okay.
Yeah,
But you're asking lots of questions that
Yeah,
I don't
well,
really
of
have
course.
answers to.
Gotcha.
Other than if someone calls and says, hey, these guys are trespassing on the property, that doesn't mean you are.
Sure.
Right?
Okay, well,
it doesn't mean that you are.
Well, that's what I was trying to get out. That it's
All it
just
means
because
is
they
that
call.
we have to come and say, hey, who are you? Who are you? Can we find out if they are trespassed? So we have to do due diligence and say,
This segment becomes a legal tug of war. The subject presses the officer. You can't trespass me from a public space. And the officer replies with the blunt. That's their choice. The conversation shifts from rhetoric to law, but remains unresolved, which is the point. Ambiguity breeds escalation. Notice how both participants keep testing boundaries. The subject tests legal theory. The officer tests compliance, and neither backs down. That intellectual standoff is the pressure valve that makes the scene combustible.
okay, do we have documentation in the computer to show that you're trespassed, right? Or do they have documentation showing they have a piece of paper saying that you've been trespassed? If that's what we can do, we can do. If we can establish that, we can. But if we can't, then obviously you guys wouldn't be trespassed. And you guys, but they would be asking you to leave,
Yeah, they
which they can legally do.
just try to give me some. Yeah.
Sir, listen to me. Just because you think that you're not creating disturbance doesn't mean that they can't trespass you or ask you to leave.
From a public space.
Absolutely.
We were just filming peacefully, man.
Unless
I
they're
want you
committing
to
some
tell
kind
me
of
where in the law it says that.
It's the law, sir.
It's the law. The
Just
law-
can't pull it
the
up
law
right now.
doesn't say
But we
you-
knew.
You can, well, here's the thing. You can say, and I can say, hey, you can say the law says that. But if you don't show me, if
think
you
about it
don't,
this
if you
way.
don't tell me, because what I am telling you is that a judge, a magistrate, supreme person of the land and the law,
Yeah.
can say, I'm going to trespass this person by writing. They can do that, right?
No, from a
Why?
court. From a
no,
court.
No, well, that from a court order.
Not, not anywhere.
Why?
Because it's a public space. That would be
Well,
what I was going to say. Is
hold on now.
so if
public.
I went down to the police station,
Hold on now.
and I'm standing there in the police station out front, and I'm filming. Any one of your police officers can't come out and just say, "Hey, you're trespassing."
Well, I don't even need to talk to you, right?
Well, you're right, but that's what I'm saying is you don't have the authority to do that because it's a public space and it's open for anyone to the
Yeah,
public
but-
to attend and go
So,
to.
so it sounds like, and I don't even have any of the details because the only people I've talked to are you guys.
Sure.
Right? I don't know your guys' names. You know mine, but I don't know yours. I'm not going to ask you because I don't need to.
My name's Mark.
Not yet, right?
Well, you can't ask me for. Well, you can, but I don't have
I
to
can
give
ask you
it
a
to
name, but you don't
Yeah.
have to give it to me.
Yeah. Well, my
I know
name's Mark.
that.
It's fair
That's
enough.
fine.
I
I'm
mean,
John. That's fine.
I'm not
We're not trying to arrest anybody. We're just having an investigation.
Cool.
That's all we're trying to do.
Appreciate it, man.
And if they've established that they've got paperwork, sure, by all means.
But how they gonna have paperwork to? I never been here before. This is the first time
I
I
don't
come
know.
in here.
Well, listen,
I'm letting
I don't
you
know
know.
who you are.
I just come in here the first time.
Sure.
And they're gonna just
the
serve me
only-
with a trespass paper?
Well, the only
They
thing
can't
that I
do
know
that.
is what they said, and they said that you've been to other libraries.
Yeah, just
Which means that you can be trespassed from all public libraries
For-
in the city of Tucson.
for
You would
film.
have to be notified.
Yeah.
by
law
writing.
enforcement.
By writing.
You guys gotta give me a warning first.
By a magistrate, by us, or by somebody that from the court saying that he's got
Yeah, but not this lady can't say I'm
But he
serving
can't.
you.
He can't.
Yeah.
They can't.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, no, you're right about that.
Listen, but
Yeah.
one more question for filming in a public building.
So
How
I
are you
don't
gonna
know.
get trespassed from?
The stakes rise when talk moves to court orders and enforcement. The subject argues the public space principle. The officer counters with practical authority. If someone calls 911, this is the turning point where theoretical rights collide with on-the-ground policing logic. Watch how the officer's repeated investigation refrain becomes a procedural tool to justify action. It's the moment policy starts to translate into real consequences.
And then I talked.
I don't understand that. It's the First Amendment, right? You know that.
Oh, I know that.
Freedom
I'm
of the
not saying
press.
you can't
I come
film in
peacefully
there.
here,
I
man.
don't know. I'm just saying
Well-
what they say. That's not what I say. It's not my opinion. It's
Well, and I talked to her. I said, "What happens if I sit in my car and I have my dash cam running?" She said that I'm.
She says we can't film out here
if they
either.
have a policy in place, which they might have a policy, I'd have to ask. I mean,
We got it right here. Do you want to see it?
Yeah, bro, and it's
It
not.
gives us an opportunity.
Yeah,
to talk to you.
and it's not, and this don't really trump the Constitution. On top of that, you know, it's just a code of conduct.
Well, I think it's just a-
it's where's it at? Show
Where does it show that?
I'm
So here's where it talks
Is it what
about
they're
that you
saying?
can't. Well, that's what they're saying. You can't film other
harassing,
people in
stalking,
there.
library staff, volunteers,
Sure.
filming or photographing any visitor without asking. Well, yeah, I mean, if they have a policy for it, then they can enforce the policy.
Yeah, but
What
this-
I'm saying is what
this is
this
public,
leads
though.
into. because right here it says without asking that visitor's permission. So that means that I now can engage every customer
If you want to.
and you know what I'm, but that's even a little bit more of a disturbance when people are just sitting back, you know what I'm saying?
Sure, yeah.
And so as anybody's walked out here, we told them we were filming the world as it happens. Do they mind? They say no. So now you're actually forcing people to engage with the other patrons by having this code of conduct. You know what I mean?
All I'm saying is that sounds like that's what their policy.
Yeah,
is.
and then and then this one here, I don't know if you've looked at
This is they try to throw me this in other libraries.
So
this code of conduct.
ARS. But basically, that's for a dissemination of information.
Yeah, it's
and that's
not
information that they're
from them.
Yes.
that they're in charge of, not anything to do with us. But they keep trying to throw that, and that's how they've tried to kick them out, saying that this is an ARS statute that says
It might
that you
be.
can't film.
I haven't read this before.
Well,
I've never enforced this before.
It's almost like if we went into a health department and they said, "Oh, you're violating HIPAA." Sure. It's actually them on their onus to
And
keep
you're
that
talking about
information
like
secret.
personal information that they
Yeah, and that's what it says right there. Is people's. We're not getting any records. We're not getting any records.
They said that we can't film the people. That's what they're saying. The people.
Yeah, and if that's part of their policy, I mean, they could ask you to leave.
Yeah,
right?
but that doesn't trump my rights. That's the main
And
thing.
that's what we
though.
were talking about. You
That doesn't
coming
trump
here
my rights.
and
man.
fighting for our rights and saying, "Hey."
Well, I'm
these
not
guys
saying
are-
that I won't, but remember, I still have a job to do.
Absolutely.
Just like I'm an American citizen, just like you are. If I was not in this uniform, obviously I could have my own opinion.
Sure.
I could have my own things that I want to do. And just because you ask me questions or want me to uphold something that you're asking me to do, doesn't necessarily mean
Policy enters the frame. Library codes, filming rules, and the thorny question: does a private policy trump a constitutional claim inside a public building? The subject applies a rhetorical pressure. Policy doesn't trump the Constitution, while the officer reads policy and hedges. This is the moment viewers understand both sides are arguing different rulebooks. One cites principles, the other cites local policy and customer complaints. Look for impatience and small provocations that feed the next escalation.
I'd stand next to you. I'm not saying that I won't. I'm just saying
Well,
that's my choice.
That was a figure of speech, but it's more like when the cops come, they're like on other people's side.
You see me standing
No,
there
you're
talking?
neutral. No,
you see what I
you've
mean?
been-
I'm just
you've been
standing here
neutral,
talking
and it's
to
cool.
you guys.
Yeah, for sure.
That's it. We're just here to do investigation.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
We obviously have a job to do. Let me check in with him.
Yeah, see what's up, man. Just, we kind of got to go, but I want his name and badge number. I tried to get it, but he totally ignored me.
No, we'll get it.
Thank you, man. Hey, I appreciate that, bro.
For what?
310 for what?
What are you detaining me for?
For trespassing.
Oh, we're allowed to leave. I'm ready to leave.
Yeah,
you
you-
have to give.
Just let us talk to you.
Yeah, you need to
We'll
give us
get all
an
this figured out.
opportunity.
I'm
Well,
sorry?
you need to give us an opportunity to leave.
Yeah, you got to give us a warning
No,
first.
Yeah, yeah.
No, we have some paperwork to give you guys. So we're
Yeah,
gonna-
but I
But
don't.
that's a warning, right?
No, it's not a warning. It's not.
What do you mean it's
We're
not
gonna,
a
we're gonna talk to you guys about
Sure.
it. Okay. See, he's obviously talked to the people inside.
All right.
Yeah,
So listen.
We're conducting a criminal investigation.
Well, I'm not willing to give you my ID.
Okay, well, you'll be under arrest for that if you don't give me your ID.
Unless it's under a threat of arrest. Because as trespassing, I'm allowed to leave.
Yeah.
I've never been to
Wait.
this site in my life.
Okay.
And you have to give me the opportunity to leave if I'm trespassing. You need to say, hey, you're
Based on my
trespassing.
investigation, you had plenty of opportunity to leave. You didn't. You're still on.
Nobody
library
asked me.
property.
Nobody asked me to leave.
Okay. So here's the thing.
Like I said,
I'm conducting an investigation.
I told you
criminal
under
investigation.
threat of arrest. I'll give you my ID. It's in the car.
Keep talking over me. Okay, I'm conducting a criminal investigation. I'm a peace officer in the state of Arizona.
Sure.
You're required by law to give me your first and last name, your date of birth, okay? To identify yourself. Same as you, same as her. Once I do
Did
that,
I commit a crime, though?
trespassing.
Trespass. You got to give us a warning, though.
You have to give a warning. I haven't even.
Okay.
Under threat of arrest, I'll give you my ID.
Absolutely. When I'm conducting a criminal investigation, it is 100%
No need
under the threat of arrest.
No need to escalate.
Okay.
I mean, let's
Can I
de-escalate.
just talk to you separately?
So,
Yes.
IDs,
No, fine.
we got
You guys got a supervisor? You got a supervisor here? You got a supervisor? Can I get a supervisor here?
Well, we're not required to call one.
Yeah, I'm asking for a supervisor.
That's fine. So listen to me. It's not in our general orders for you to. If you can ask for a supervisor, but we're not required to call a supervisor for you. I'm a lead police officer here.
Was this a sergeant? Is somebody in higher power than you? Because I didn't commit a crime.
Well, can I explain?
Go ahead.
Can I explain?
Go ahead.
So this sounds like from what they wrote on here, and you can have this because this is going to be yours. It says date 3/1 of 2023 at 1 p.m. So this sounds like it was 9 days ago.
Escalation becomes procedural. The officer invokes threat of arrest and demands identification. This is the pivotal escalation from debate to coercion. The subject resists, demanding a supervisor and insisting on constitutional rights. The officer keeps returning to investigation language. The tension is visceral here. You can feel the shift from conversation to compulsion, and it's where viewers start asking, will compliance or arrest follow?
Bro, I never got served with this.
Listen. I don't know. I wasn't here. All I'm doing is serving this to you because they want you trespassing in the facility. Listen.
How can I get trespassed without committing a crime,
listen
though?
to me. I wasn't here. I don't know any of that. All I'm saying is what this says, right?
That's
Only
why
this paper says.
body
That's-
cam on?
Absolutely. I'm just reading what this says. I'm not reading what I say.
Sure, no.
I didn't talk to them. So this says that, I guess, customer was filming other customers in the branch. When asked by library staff to cease filming other customers, the customer would not honor the request. The request to cease filming customers was made several times, and opportunities to stop filming and leave the premises were given. Other customers being filmed, including children, were visibly uncomfortable being filmed, and some alarmed. Okay. Some customers left the area. There was a second person accompanying this individual who is also filming deeper in the building at the same time. This is what they wrote. This is not what I wrote.
Okay.
And so they're saying that you're violating these policies here, which they can ask you to leave and trespass.
But those policies for filming.
You're gonna have to take this up with a judge after this. So all I'm gonna do is just get your ID from you and then identify who you are and then serve this on you. That's all I'm gonna do.
I know, sir, but I didn't commit a crime. You're trying to violate my Fourth Amendment.
I'm not trying to do
Did
it.
you get his information?
Under threat of arrest?
So yeah, I'm just asking for your
Are you
ID.
gonna arrest me if I don't give you my information?
Absolutely,
Absolutely, you arrest
Yes,
me?
I will.
Alright, I give you my information. Can I get your information, name and badge number, man?
Okay, we'll deal with that in a second.
No, you want my name and
first.
badge number? Let me get your name. I mean, my name. Let me get your name and badge number.
Sure, I'll give it to you on a ticket if you want.
No, why can't you just pronounce it, sir?
Okay, we'll deal with that in a second. Give him your information. One thing at a time here, bud.
So information for information?
On the trespassing
So how this
laws,
works?
Are you aware of the trespassing
You know?
laws where somebody...
Come on, man.
I'm done talking to you. I'm done talking to you.
Sir, what's
Give
your
him your
last name,
information,
please?
then you guys are free to leave it.
Oh,
How come you
library
stop
somewhere.
recording because you don't want to give your info?
I don't answer that question.
Most people don't
Yeah.
follow.
I don't answer that question.
So you're willing to put my info on there, but not your.
But I can, though. You're a public
I'm just saying.
servant.
So your
Come
name
on,
is
man.
Joel.
The only reason you guys
Yeah, that's fine.
Joel Lopez.
Yeah. Yeah, you go.
Yeah.
I can edit that out. I can.
It's equal.
Don't
It's
listen.
equal.
No, it's not. You're a public servant.
I just play.
No, I don't give no daps, bro. Nah, I don't give no daps.
All we're gonna do.
You just violated my Fourth Amendment. You
no,
just
no,
violated.
How
Can
can they
I?
trespass from a public
Yeah.
space?
It's
Yeah.
Joel Lopez.
Yeah.
Do
He's
they
trying to
provide
dox me.
Info on here. And then, did they get this?
Just do it on camera.
I already did, but did I get this?
So no, not live.
Okay.
I gave
So-
her copy. He doesn't.
The officer reads the formal allegation. Film patrons. Children uncomfortable. Repeated requests ignored. That reading changes the encounter. It's the first time there's a recorded narrative the officer can point to. For the subject, that official narrative feels foreign and accusatory. And his reaction, disbelief mixed with outrage, deepens the drama. This is the evidentiary moment. A simple file transforms opinion into official record.
Have a copy yet.
Yeah, we just got our rights trashed.
We're telling them, so it's gonna be in our computer system now.
Sure.
So make sure you write down your name and badge number. I need it for the record, man.
We'll give you a case number and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
this isn't over, guys. You guys just trashed our civil rights.
We did.
Trashed.
absolutely.
Absolutely trashed. You guys just violated our Fourth Amendment without committing a crime. With threat. And yeah, you
So
did.
what did I do?
Yeah,
what did
you
I
did.
do wrong that got me trespassed?
Yeah.
Well, remember,
Exactly.
this is something that they said, not we said.
It doesn't matter what
I
they
know,
say.
but you're fine.
They're not
What
the
did
law.
they say that I did?
Well, I don't know because I wasn't talking to them. This guy knows, but I read him his, not yours.
Now you're playing, you know.
No, I'm not.
Well, I don't have one of those.
Right, we're gonna get you one
For what?
because they want to trespass you from the property.
For what?
For it sounds like the photography.
But just because they
Yeah,
said
but
that,
you
that's
can
not a
film it.
crime,
Listen,
sir.
It doesn't
Where's
matter
that
to me.
code of
It
conduct?
doesn't matter.
mean it's a
But
crime or
you
not.
swore an oath. You're supposed to be
It doesn't mean a crime or
protecting
not.
me.
What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to give you.
You're supposed to be
Because this is gonna
protecting
be
me.
yours.
I
This
did
is
it.
yours.
You
I
don't
need to
have
write
it.
a case number down for you, and I'll give you the case number that you can reference to. And then, like I said, you can appeal this if you want to.
Man, listen, bro. You guys just trashed the shit out of our rights. You guys are supposed to be protecting us,
I
bro.
don't think so.
Yeah, you have, man. Yeah, you have. There it is.
It says that you
It
can
says the same thing on
you
here.
can
Yeah,
film the public employees.
Yeah.
Does it say that on there?
On this one,
Yeah.
They said I can't
it
film
says
the
the same
people and
thing.
their patrons.
it looks like it says the same thing right here. Yeah.
Can you film the public employees?
It sounds like you have that's permission.
Not in a public building.
The permission
You guys are wrong.
That says for other patrons, other customers.
Well, if they're feeling uncomfortable, they can actually ask you to leave.
No, you're not the feelings police.
Well, you don't have to tell me that, though.
Well,
Just 'cause
I feel uncomfortable.
Okay,
So-
so if you feel uncomfortable, that's your choice, right?
Well, you should
What if
cite
I feel
them.
uncomfortable?
You should
What
cite
does that
them.
give me?
You
If I-
should cite them.
What I'm asking you is, what if
Well,
I
you
feel
can't be a
uncomfortable?
victim of disorderly conduct
can't?
because you're
Are
a
you
public
sure?
servant. Yes,
Are you sure?
only in your capacity
Are you
outside of
sure?
work. Yeah, I'm positive.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't be a victim of disorderly conduct.
You have your own opinion.
So I feel disturbed by them. Can you go and she was creating a disturbance, so maybe disorderly conduct.
This is where they work. You don't work here.
Bro, they work for us.
They don't work for that.
No, they.
I pay for it too. I pay
No, you
taxes.
don't.
No, you don't. You're
Tax dollars
welfare
for tax
recipient. That's what you are, bro.
I pay housing tax. I know what it is.
No, you don't.
Bro,
Your,
no, you-
the
Absolutely
revenue
do.
you generate is all comes from
Look,
tax.
listen,
Exactly.
I'm not going to argue with either one
Because
of you
we're
guys.
right,
You guys
bro.
obviously are First Amendment auditors. And
Yeah, we are that.
Okay, and you have every right to do any
No,
of that.
we don't.
You're violating our rights, man. You know how bad this is gonna look at my platform? I got a big platform, man.
Emotion peaks. The subject loudly proclaims constitutional violation. You trashed our rights, and frames the event for his audience. Exposure, platform, accountability. The officer stays procedural, but the public performance becomes the subject's tool, calling attention, rallying viewers. This is the spectacle phase. Rhetoric, moral claims, and performance converge. Perfect fodder for strong editorial cuts.
You don't care? Okay, that's fine. I know you don't care. You don't care. That's fine, man.
We're
This is why we do this, man. To see if you guys can educate when stuff like this happens.
Listen, all
You
we're
know what I
doing is
mean?
serving this.
You're serving
Shouldn't be a big
something.
deal.
It is a big deal to
You guys
us.
can go to the court or to the
It
is a big
library
deal.
on Stone.
You're being the feelings
Nobody's
police.
being feelings.
Yeah, you are,
I haven't
man.
trespassed.
I'm sorry.
I haven't trespassed.
Okay, well he's getting ready to get your trespass from one.
So I didn't know that you can come in.
Given that.
Just because you guys go ahead and trespass this doesn't mean it's illegal.
It is.
No, it's not.
So now you can't come back because we're gonna place that in the system,
Oh, yeah.
showing that you're trespassing
Oh, yeah,
here.
yeah,
So
well,
if you
we
do
know.
come back here and we can arrest you.
Yeah, sure.
From a public
What
building,
location is
dude,
this?
for exercising our First Amendment.
It sounds like it has to do with every location.
Every location, every library. You're kicking me out of every library. That's what you're saying.
For
Because you're kicking me out, not them.
We
Because
are
you're,
doing that.
yeah.
Because they asked us to.
Yeah.
just
Well, they have policies.
like policies don't trump the
Oh, yeah,
rights.
you can't-
The Constitution doesn't
Still
trump
policies
it.
that we can
So
enforce.
just gonna go ahead and trash the Constitution that you swore an oath
Well,
to.
listen here. Am
Come
I
on,
arresting
man.
you?
It just.
I arresting you?
Hey, listen, you're violating me enough.
By forcing me to
No,
identify.
Yeah, you're
I
forcing us to
violated my
identify.
Fourth Amendment right.
That's not it.
I have a
I'm asking you
constitutional
a
right to be
question.
secure
Did I
in my
arrest
person.
you? Or trespassing?
You're not allowed to. You have to ask us and
can't.
give us the
For what? You're gonna-
opportunity to leave. That's the way
It sounds like
trespassing
they've
laws
already
work.
done this once before.
No, they have not. This is the
I'm not
first
gonna argue
time.
with anybody.
No, there's
I'm
not.
not gonna argue.
No, there's not. I have it all on film.
And you guys are gonna have to leave.
Okay, that's fine. Are we still detained?
Yes, you are. We're trying to get the case number. He's trying to.
Oh, he snatched your ID too? All right, this is gonna look awesome for you guys' department. No, I know you don't care. You don't care. It's not fine.
This is the whole reason
It's
people
not.
aren't doing this, and more people are
But you
doing
guys
it.
act like we're treating you impartially.
Bro, you just stomped on our rights.
Everybody don't start.
But you violated
You know,
my
I can yell all I want, dude. This guy's a douchebag, dude. Straight up, that's crazy.
Right now, nobody ever
violated my Fourth Amendment
us
rights.
to-
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure you go home on the weekend with your buddies and talk about how you're a patriot and a constitutionalist, and you're out here violating our Fourth
If
Amendment
that's what you
rights,
think, you have an
forcing me to
opinion.
identify. Can you recite the Fourth Amendment?
I don't have to.
Because you don't know it.
But you took an
I
oath
don't
to
have
it.
to.
Because you don't know it. That's why.
Remember you can look in my car?
Physical procedure shows up. ID is taken. The subject is told he's detained. Case numbers are entered. The abstract argument becomes concrete paperwork and computer entries. This is where viewers can clearly see consequences. The system responds. Records are created and options narrow. Note how the dynamics shift again. The officer's authority is visible and procedural. The subject's resistance now operates against those tangible steps.
Well, I don't know. He's looking in the car. Can I get your name now, man? Come on, man. Let me get your name, sir. You just trashed my rights, bro. You just trashed my civil rights. I want your name.
So you're saying it's frustrating when people won't give you your real name?
But you see, you're a public servant, man. You're the police.
I gave it to him.
He
Tracy,
did?
you're free to leave. I understand you may want to stick around because you probably there ride, but you are free to leave.
I don't know what you need to write on here, but you need to write case number and all that.
That's their paperwork.
Why is she free to
Does
leave?
this need to go to him?
Is that for him?
Yeah, I read that to him.
Yeah.
And saying his.
Gold bottom teeth. Here you go, bud.
What's your name and badge number, bro?
Name's right there. 102560.
Can you pronounce your
I'll give
name?
you my card in a minute. You want to wait?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
That's
I was gonna
fine. Olsen?
the whole like
need the
card.
Olsen?
It's all shiny.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't need your card. I got it right here. Olsen.
What's that?
We need to get Mark's copy of that one.
They're not free to leave yet. I can't get them ID, so I have to walk them around.
What do you mean I just gave you?
I just gave you my ID.
Yeah, it's actually
It
I
was
just-
in the car. You detained me.
I just gave you my
On
information.
camera that I gave you my name and my date of birth. Not only did I give you my name,
no.
and
You
date
gave me
of
your
birth,
name, your first and last name, and your
date of
birthday,
birth,
right?
And I said my ID was in the car,
Okay.
and you told me you're not free to go over there. You're detained. I told you I'd go over and
Okay,
get my
let's
ID.
go get the ID, please.
Yeah, sure.
Can you give me your ID?
No, he has my information.
I know. He took my thing.
So he has my information.
I don't know if he does.
Yeah, I just gave it to you. Olsen, you got my information? He says you have it.
What's that?
He says you have my information.
Just lying.
He gave me your information. I don't have your ID. Do you have an ID on you?
Do I have to have an ID on me?
I'm not driving. The only thing
I'm
that
not
is-
driving. You have my
show me-
information.
Can you show me a
I
statute
understand you
that
gave me your
says?
first and last
So that's it.
Can you
That's
show
all
me
you
a
need, right?
statute in Arizona what we're supposed to require? If you're
So
not
all he's
driving,
trying to do is like. So here's how it works. If you give me your first and last name
I'm
and your
not
date of
demanding
birth,
that
I did do that.
I know. Well, just can I explain? Is
Yeah.
that okay? So when that happens, all that he needs to do now is he needs to look up a photo of you just to make sure you're provided.
yeah, but that comes right up when you put your name in.
Well, I understand.
And
But
he's,
that's,
so
that's
he's being
I didn't get that.
disingenuous.
he didn't get it. Is all I'm saying.
Well, we're going to get the records of what he looked up. We're going to go down to
and you
the
can do that. All we're
TBD on
saying.
Monday.
Yeah.
But you're, I think you're being
by photo to make sure
disingenuous.
that you're the right person.
I
That's
think
it.
I really.
You guys have.
The badge and name exchange and database lookup add accountability and a small victory. The officer provides identification. The record search is performed. This is the transparency moment the subject demanded, but it's double-edged. It documents the encounter and legitimizes the action administratively. Watch the small power plays. Who looks at whom? Who reads what? These microdynamics tell you who's winning the immediate information battle.
Have it in the computer, right?
Okay. And when it ran, it didn't pull up no record found.
Nowhere from?
Now, what I said was, do you have your ID just to make this go faster so you guys can leave and go on to your next library? If you,
Well, we
it's
can't
up
go
to you
to
if you
our
want to do it.
next
I'm not. I already told him I'm not requiring it.
But we
you
can't
are.
go on to our next library. We just got trespassed from
Yeah,
our
you just say to go to the next library? Can you repeat that?
Let me.
I just want this to go a little quicker.
By the time
'Cause you already
get
got
back
my
to the
information as it
you're
is.
gonna know exactly who I am, so it doesn't matter.
Why do you think I would walk in there and say, "Hey, are you guys lying?" Is that what I'm supposed
No,
to do?
why don't you say, why don't you give us some camera
Well, what-
footage of these people being in here before?
Well, what I'm
to
saying
prove
is
their
that.
case.
What I'm
So
saying
you're
too
believing them and
is-
you're not believing us?
No, I didn't accept that.
Absolutely, that's why we're being trespassed.
Okay, well, we can legally trespass.
I know.
Okay, then you guys can take your trespassing up.
It's not legal, it's
Sure.
unlawful.
Yes.
That's fine.
There you go.
Thanks for looking great on my channel and violating my rights.
Quick question for you.
For each of you.
Yeah.
So,
I don't even got no more questions for these guys.
You guys are all trespassed from Pima County libraries, okay?
How
All of them?
libraries.
Wow. Repeat that again.
Coming from them.
okay.
For what crime, sir? What crime? Is there a
You
crime?
can email the director,
Yeah.
or however this.
But you're the one who trespassed us.
Okay.
Without a warning. And you violated our Fourth Amendment and
This is
First.
your warning right now. You're trespassing. If you come back,
Well,
like,
yeah,
But you just ID'd me.
You give us a warning and then we get to walk away.
Not for the warning. Nah, if I don't leave, then you have to ID me. Nah, bro. I do this. I know what I'm doing.
that makes no sense.
Okay, I know you guys don't care. I know you guys don't care. You don't.
You have your opinion, and I
No, it's not the opinion. It's the law. It's the
Your
law.
registration's expired.
How long have you been on the foot?
5 years.
5 years?
It's in the progress.
Do you work at any other law enforcement before you came
I
to
used to work in California prisons.
California prison? Oh, prison though. I can see why you're so aggressive.
Is that aggressive?
Yeah,
A little bit. You were in the beginning, and you still are.
Do you guys have any other questions? for us?
Get out,
No, that's it. I don't answer no more questions. I'm good.
If I'm being aggressive just because I'm talking to you,
We're gonna have you
you
guys leave.
All right, let's go, man.
over each other and stuff, that's fine.
The final act is procedural closure and rhetorical aftermath. Trespass warnings confirmed. The subject vows to appeal and to publicize the incident, and the officers prepare to move on. This ending leaves the audience with unresolved questions. Was rights protection upheld or breached? Which is exactly the point. As a commentator, you close by reminding viewers of the takeaways. The clash between constitutional principle and local enforcement. How policy, complaint, and procedure can convert speech into a case file, and why this encounter matters beyond one library. And on the hook. You decide, where does accountability live? In the law, in policy, or on camera?